Think stress is just part of your job, but what have I told you that ignoring it could cost you your health, your happiness and your marriage? And welcome back to the channel, folks. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for more insights every week. Today we're tackling a big one, job stress. It's something that a lot of us face, but it hits some harder than others. Let's take Dave for example. He's been managing construction projects for over 20 years. You think it's seen it all, but the daily grind can still get to him, impacting everything from his sleep to his relationships. And today we're not just talking about stress, we're talking about how to fight back against it. So if you want to find your calm and reclaim your days, don't go anywhere. We've got the tools you need, and trust me, you won't want to miss that. Well, alright, let's dive in and tackle this beast called job stress. What does it really look like? It's not just about having a bad day at the office now and then. So for people like Dave, it's a constant. Imagine waking up already feeling the weight of your to-do list. By the time you've had your first cup of coffee, you're already on the edge. And that's job stress, and it shows up in more ways than just a sour mood. So first off, there's the irritability that seeps into every interaction. Maybe you've snapped at a colleague or two, or even a client. Well, that's not great, right? Then there's the sleep. Oh my God, the sleep. The tossing and the turning. Your mind racing with the deadlines and worries about tomorrow's workload. And let's not forget how this stress starts stretching its tentacles into your home life. It could be the little arguments that suddenly aren't little anymore, or the distance you feel growing between you and your loved ones. Recognising these signs is the first step to beating job stress. And don't you worry, you're not stuck with it. We've got some solid strategies coming up that can turn these stressful tides around. So stick around, because we're just getting started on finding your way back to calm. So now that we've spotted the signs of stress, let's zero in on someone like Dave to really understand the challenges he's facing. As a manager in the bustling world of construction, Dave's day starts long before he hits the job site. He's juggling trade schedules, project deadlines, and oh yes, the ever-looming budget constraints. The pressure to keep everything on track and under budget. It is immense. And here's the kicker. Dave's not just worried about the daily hiccups. He's haunted about the fear of dropping the ball completely. Falling behind on a project, or worse, a project failure under his watch, could mean serious consequences for his career. That kind of pressure cooks up a whole lot of stress. It doesn't just stay at the office. It follows him home, where the stress can lead to friction and more arguments with his family, adding another layer of guilt on his already heavy shoulders. And this constant battle between professional responsibilities and personal well-being creates a perfect storm, making Dave feel like he's always walking a tightrope. It's exhausting. And trust me, Dave's story isn't unique in the high-stakes world of construction management. But here's some good news. There are ways to handle this, which we're going to dive into next. So stick with me, because you'll want to hear these next parts if you're wrestling with the same giants in your life. So having a better grasp of the pressures Dave faces, let's talk about some of the routes he's taken trying to manage this stress. Like many of us, Dave reached for what he could to get some relief. So he first started with sleep aids, hoping they'd help him catch some uninterrupted shut-eye so he could face his long days better. But let's be real, that's more of a band-aid than it is a solution. And there was traditional therapy, and Dave made a solid go of it, sitting on the couch to unpack his worries and anxieties. And while it did offer him some insights, the stresses at work didn't pause, they just kept on piling on. And of course, Dave tried squeezing in some workouts between his hectic schedule, thinking maybe a physical outlet would do the trick. But sporadic gym sessions squeezed between meetings and family time, they weren't enough to stem the tide of his mounting stress. Here's the thing, while all these efforts were steps in the right direction, they didn't quite hit the mark. Each solution helped a bit, but none tackled the root of the problem or was sustainable in the long run. So up next, we're going to look at what else can be done moving beyond these initial tries into strategies that can be woven seamlessly into daily life, strategies that really stick. So stay tuned because you won't want to miss these actionable tips I've got lined up for you. So let's explore some fresh practical solutions that can really fit into a tight schedule like Dave. And we're talking about easy to implement proven techniques that can make a big difference without needing to take big chunks out of your day. Because let's face it, when you're as busy as Dave, you need stress relief that's effective as it is efficient. First up, let's talk about mindfulness meditation. It's just 5 minutes, can do wonders. It's about quality, not quantity. So Dave could start his day with a quick meditation session before he even leaves his bed. Just a few minutes of guided breathing and visualization to set a calm tone for the rest of the day. Of course, this is one of the tricky ones, the power of no. So Dave can start setting realistic boundaries at work, learning to delegate more effectively. This isn't about sharing responsibilities, but rather about maximising the team's talents, reducing his workload and minimising his stress. And what about some quick physical activity? And we're not talking marathon training sessions here. Sure, frequent breaks for stretching or even just a brisk walk around site can massively boost mental clarity and reduce tension. And lastly, we'll introduce a digital detox. Cut down on screen time in the evening can help Dave and anyone else wind down better, leading to improved sleep and lower stress levels. And next, we're going to break these down even further, giving you a step-by-step guide on how to integrate these strategies into your daily grind. So now that we've lined up some promising solutions, let's break these down into a simple step-by-step guide to really manage that stress. We're making this easy to follow so you can start seeing results without feeling overwhelmed. Ironic, right? But let's jump right in. So step 1, morning meditation. Start your day with just 5 minutes of focused breathing. Sit comfortably, close your eyes and breathe deeply. Inhale for 4 counts through your nose, hold for 4, and then exhale for 4 through pursed lips. And this little practice can help you center your thoughts and reduce anxiety levels before your day even kicks off. What footballers use, army, SAS, they all use that breathing technique to calm them down. Step 2, time management mastery. Get a handle on your daily tasks by prioritizing them. Use tools like digital calendars or task management apps. Block out time for your most important activities and stick to these slots as much as possible. It's all about making your day manageable and avoiding that feeling of running out of time. Step 3, why not set clear boundaries? Learn to say no or delegate tasks whenever needed. This might mean you're having a candid chat with your team about realistic workloads or discussing flexible working arrangements with your superiors. It's not about doing less, it's about working smarter. Work smarter, not harder. And then step 4, let's look at physical activity breaks. Incorporate short, sharp bursts of exercise into your day. Set a timer for every hour or so to remind you to stand up and stretch or to take a quick walk around site, as these little breaks can drastically improve your focus and reduce your fatigue. And then step 5, the evening digital detox. Give yourself at least an hour of screen-free time before bed, as this helps your mind unwind and prepares your body for a good night's sleep, crucial for reducing stress. And that has been a game changer for me. By following these steps, you're not just putting a band-aid on stress, you're setting up systems and habits that helps manage it day in and day out. And remember, the goal here is to make these practices as routine as brushing your teeth. Simple but essential for the well-being. So stick with it and you'll notice significant changes in how you handle the pressures of your job and life itself. Now, let's put that theory into practice. We've heard from other managers like Dave who have walked the same path as him and come out the other side. And these success stories aren't just inspiring, they're proof that the strategies we've talked about actually work. First, let's meet Sarah. Sarah is a project manager in a high-pressure tech firm. She was constantly on the edge, feeling like she was drowning in deadlines. But after implementing the techniques we've just discussed, Sarah found herself not just coping, but actually thriving. She's now leading the team with confidence, and her personal life has never been better. And then there's Mark, a construction site supervisor like Dave. And Mark struggled with insomnia and constant worry. With the help of mindfulness practices and boundary setting, he's now sleeping soundly and enjoying quality time with his family again. And these are just a couple of examples, but they're powerful reminders that it's possible to overcome the grip of job stress. So if you're feeling stuck, know that you're not alone and there is light at the end of the tunnel. Keep implementing these strategies. You'll be writing your own success story in no time. So there you have it. Real solutions for real people facing the same challenges as Dave. Now it's your turn to take action. Don't just let this information sit there. Try implementing one or two of these strategies starting today. You deserve to feel more in control, less stressed, and happier, both at work and at home.